Hey YouTube, wanted to show you a close-up here of the same antenna that we're using on the gable of our house. This is a UHF, and this one's just hanging up in the storage room, but you can get a little bit better idea of what it did. These are the 10-inch whiskers, and again, what I use is the Romex. I just took off the outer yellow insulation and used the black and white wire for these connections on the 2x4. And the whiskers are actually the uninsulated ground wire from the Romex. And if you look here, you can see the configuration. I've got a washer, and then the whisker, the copper wire there, another washer. Well, actually, I've got the whisker, and then I've got the white wire that's stripped and tied in right there with it, and then another washer on top, and then the prime guard screw that goes through there. And it's really important to use the prime guard screws, that way you don't get conductivity from the wire into the wood, especially if the wood's wet. And that's another reason that you want to paint it like I've done here. Paint it real well with a good premium paint. Anyway, you can see the bow ties there. There's 4 on each side. Crisscross the wires, shown there. And this piece here coming out from the middle is a combiner. You can get those at Radio Shack. You see it has wire terminals on one side, a coax terminal on the same side, so you can do it that way as well. And then off of this bottom side here is a push-in type for a coax cable. There's no threads. You can connect your coax there and go right into your house, into your TV. Anyway, just wanted to show this a little closer up. You can see the 1x4. I think I called it a 2x4 earlier. It's actually a 1x4, as you can see. Now there's a 2x4 on the back to provide spacing to this welded wire, which acts as a reflector. And that's all there is to it. This is the UHF. The VHF is on the house. I'll show you that here in a second, or in another video. Anyway, hey, Mark Crawford here. Wanted to show you our DIY TV antennas. The one on the top center of the gable is our UHF antenna, and I'm going to show you a close-up of another one of those, just like it in our storeroom, our shed. This one's a little hard to see. It's the bow tie design with a few changes to make it a lot better than most of them that you see on YouTube. And this one over here is the VHF antenna for a very high frequency. And basically all it is some copper tubing that's joined to the wire. The wire from the 2 antennas comes down to this joiner here, or combiner I call it. You can get that at Radio Shack. From there it goes down through the coax cable under this eave here, then down the wall where it goes in right there to our living room, and routed from our living room over to the TV. And if you'll just stay tuned, hang with me, I'll show you a little bit more. Hey, Mark Crawford here, inside the house now, showing you the reception from our DIY TV antennas outside. I'm going to go ahead and take some time here to let it search the channel so you can see what we're getting. Auto tuning there. And this is checking our antenna connection and start. And this will go through the channels that we're receiving. And like I said, we've got the UHF and the VHF DIY antennas mounted on our gable that you saw earlier. The VHF antenna, are very high frequency. We typically get around 6 to 8 channels on it. And the rest we get on the UHF antenna, which is ultra high frequency. Depending on when we do this search, we might get anywhere from 34 to 37 channels, typically around 35 or 36 channels. We're located between Austin and San Antonio, and we're on a hill, so that helps. Now there's a link that I'll put up in the video as well as down in the comment section. If you click on that link, it'll take you to a website. You can put in your address and it'll tell you what you can expect in your area, whether your antenna is below or above 30 foot mounting height. Some areas are worse than others, obviously. Some areas it may only be a half a dozen channels. Some areas maybe 40 channels. It just really depends on where you're at. We're in a very good location here between Austin and San Antonio, of course. But then again, our in-laws live right on I-35 near San Marcos, or in San Marcos, Texas, and they can only pick up a couple of channels. So your location really has to do with how many channels you can expect. Looks like on this scan here, we're looking at about 32 channels. I've never seen it that low, but I guess it's just the day we're having and the reception we're having. But anyway, these are HD signals that are transmitted in the air right now. All you need is an antenna to pick them up. If you're not getting that many channels, for instance, the website shows you should be getting 24 channels, for instance, and you're only getting 16 or 18, what you might try is going to Radio Shack and purchasing an amplifier and put that in line, and that'll help boost your signals to make them stronger or better picture. Because some of the channels that will register here may not be that clear, so you might need an amplifier to help boost that signal. Walk up a little closer so you can see it. Showing 32 channels. And if you'd like to build one of these TV antennas, like I say, actually what I did is I built separate antennas. That's a lot better to do that. You get a lot more channels on each one of them, especially the VHF. That really needs to be separate. Both of them can be built for around 20 to 25 bucks. You can get most of the parts in the local home improvement store, and with the exception of the combiner piece that is you can find at Radio Shack, that's used to combine from both antennas into one coax cable. And also you're going to need it at each antenna to go from the bare wires to a coax cable. Those aren't very much. It doesn't cost. Actually, that's the most expensive part of the antennas. I think they're like $6 or $7. The main combiner, I think, may be a little bit more than that, $9 or $10. But the rest of it is just wood, screws, washers, and wire. Got a lot of interest in these, in-laws and friends and so forth. If you'd like to build one yourself and need a little help, I'm going to be writing an ebook. Should have an ebook up on the website. I shouldn't say that this video at the time of this video it's not up yet, but will soon be. And it'll be just a step-by-step to show you how I did it. The design I used is a result of lots of research on YouTube and so forth, and it's a very, very good design. I mentioned a little bit about that when I showed you the actual antenna earlier in the video, but we'll have the ebook available as soon as possible. I'm doing a lot of work on ebooks because we've got so many projects, and people want different projects. I had a request for the chicken coop ebook, and of course we've got the solar water heater. That's popular. I'm kind of going as fast as I can. It's hard to write ebooks. It takes forever to write them, and I don't want to just throw junk out there. I want to have it to where it's clear, concise, have a good materials list with photos of the materials so you know what the pieces look like, what you're buying, and have photos as necessary to go step by step, and in good clear instructions so that you can build your own. You can save a lot of money with a DIY TV antennas. We originally did it to get away from the satellite TV plan that we were on. We were paying $60 a month. I know for a lot of people that's really not that much. A lot of people are paying over $100 a month, so that can save you a lot of money over the course of a year. Like I said, this is free. All it costs is just your materials and coax cable to build your TV antennas. Looks like we're done now, and I'll give you an example here of the quality of picture. You can see there, it's very nice. This is HD signal. Looks like a soccer game going on. We'll start with number 2 here, channel 2, which typically doesn't come in very clear, if at all. See, right now we're not getting it. We'll go up to 4. There's that same soccer match. You can get sports, as we're seeing here. You can get arts and crafts shows. Here's a movie in Spanish. Got a couple of Spanish channels. Weather. You get national and local weather. I don't know what that is, commercial about something. Cartoons. Woodworking. Documentary, travel type stuff. This is PBS network here, I believe. Elephant action. Cooking channel. Wow, look at that. A cougar. I can't believe that. Westerns is what I like. My wife and I love westerns. Gunsmoke and some of the old westerns, Branded and Rifleman, all those. They're all on here. This is Me TV. This comes out of San Antonio, I believe. Rocky movie. The cooking channel. That's the same one. Some of these are repeats. Oh. The Spanish channel. This is a religious channel. 23. There's sub-channels to all of these, and so all these sub-channels are going to be religious oriented, music videos and sermons and different things. Another movie. This will be a Christian movie since it's on the 23 sub-channel of 23. Spanish, I guess. Cartoons. This is a local station out of San Antonio, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Austin. I don't know what that is. A Spanish channel. I don't know if that's shopping. That's a weather channel, I think. This is Fox. Some kind of cartoon of some sort. Country Western Music channel. That's really cool. We love to watch that or listen to that too. I don't know. Spanish channel. right, that's all. Back to the soccer. So you can see, get an idea of how many channels that we're getting. That doesn't mean that you'll get that many in your neck of the woods, but like I say, check the website, put your address in, get an idea. This can save you a lot of money. That's what we're all about. We're all about sustainable, frugal living. We were paying, like I say, $60 a month for the satellite TV. Most of the stations we didn't even care to watch. It was mostly junk. We're Christians. We like to have a little less in-your-face garbage, obviously. A little more morality in our TV viewing. But anyway, if you're interested in this sort of thing, we also watch TV over the internet. That's another avenue that you can use if you're paying for internet anyway. If you don't have good reception from your antennas, or after you go to that website, I would highly recommend going to the website first before you build a DIY TV antennas. But if it's showing that you don't have a good reception there, but you do have good good cell phone reception, you might look into the AT&T U-verse, which is getting very popular now. I think that runs about $40 a month. But if that's all that's available, that's $40. That's a lot cheaper than satellite TV or cable television. And we have some in-laws that are doing that right now. They love it, saving them some money. We love to watch YouTube documentaries. There's a filter on YouTube that you can go to for shorter videos or longer videos, like over 20 minutes, and that's the ones we like. We like to see the full-length movies that are uploaded, as well as documentaries and different things. Well, there's such a variety. YouTube is huge. There's lots of entertainment value there. And like I say, it comes from the internet, so if you've already got the internet, all you need is HDMI cable to your TV, and you're good to go. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about building your own antenna, contact me. Again, our website is www.sustainablefrugalliving.com. I'll put that in the video here as well as in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll get updates on our new videos. And until next time, God bless.